Hello there, good morning. My name is Marisol and today we're going to do a chair yoga class. I thought this would be a nice way to get our flexibility and also our breath. So the class will start first with the breath and we'll be using the chair to sit down. Now I do have two blocks. You don't need two blocks. You can use a pillow, and I like these because I can put them right on the floor and I can put my feet on them. You are more than welcome to put a pillow there or no pillow. I tend to just feel more comfortable by putting my feet on something. And so today's class is going to be approximately an hour. And we'll start with the breath, sitting poses, and then we're going to move on to some standing poses with assist of the chair as well. I am barefoot, but you're more than welcome to be in your runners, or you can also be socks. I would just suggest that if you're on hardwood floor, preferably you want to be on a mat or bare feet. I like to do things bare feet because it's nice to just feel what's under my feet. I have better control through the movement. But again, it's kind of what you're feeling most comfortable at home. So with that, I am just going to take my glasses off and I'm going to put them off to the side and we're going to get started. So here we are, we're going to move into the chair. Now you can use also, doesn't need to be a chair like this, it could also be your couch if you have a chair there, a comfy chair, and I will invite us to start to kind of maybe wiggle side to side just to release our hips down onto the seat and to start to begin the breath. And so what I always like to say at the beginning of our breath is to either place your hands facing down or you're welcome to put them facing up. It's just whatever feels good at this moment in time. And then I'm going to invite us to close your eyes. So just take that moment to close your eyes. And once you close your eyes, starting to just notice our breath. Just as we feel it entering in through the nose, down gently to the belly, and then softly exhaling. Just taking a moment to notice how the body is feeling at this moment in time. Notice maybe the noises that are surrounding us. Maybe the furthest noise. Noticing the closest noise to us. Notice the taste in the mouth. Is it bitter? Is it sweet? You noticed the breath in coming through the nose. Is it cool or is it warm? I'm just doing a body scan here, noticing if we're holding tension and through the jaw, through the shoulders, maybe through the hips, noticing taking a moment there to, and as we start to deepen our breath, maybe what helps sometimes to continue on keeping our breath connected to our body is to do a count. We can do a count of inhaling in 4, exhaling in 6. So just taking a moment here as we count. I'll do the first couple of counts. We're going to inhale in a 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if this is too slow, then you can speed it up a little as in a 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just keeping this count. We'll do this breath, 5 cycles of this breath. As you inhale and taking your time. And as we exhale, just allowing the body to soften, allowing the jaw to soften, the shoulders, the hips, relaxing behind the ears. And then doing our last breath here with the count, bringing the breath back into just normal. And just noticing just the subtleness of the body, the breath. I'm going to invite us to take this moment to breathe in gratitude, just bringing gratitude to the moment. What are we feeling grateful at this moment in time? I have to apologize. There is some background noise at this moment here. If you can hear that, I do apologize. And then so softly, let's release our fingers as we move them slowly, maybe opening the eyes. And then here I'm going to invite us to release the neck to one side. So just allowing for the ear to go to the shoulder, just as we let it soften. Just taking a moment. This is where we allow gravity to pull the head, pull the cheek, the eye, the tongue, the chin, just softly to one side. Just allowing that softness. And we're feeling a stretch on the side of the neck, allowing the shoulder to soften. And then so slowly we're going to pull the head to the center, just millimeter by millimeter, just giving ourselves, just feeling that sensation on that side of the neck. And then so slowly taking the right ear to the right shoulder, slightly tucking in the chin. So we allow for that, again, gravity to pull the head towards the shoulder, allowing the cheek, the eye, the earlobe, all soften. Keeping the spine lengthening still, yet the head is gently being pulled to the side by gravity. And then so slowly we're going to inhale the head to the center again, just taking that time, taking that moment there to notice. We're going to invite, we're going to just kind of look over to the shoulder here. It doesn't matter which side you're looking, just taking a moment there. And then slowly releasing, inhaling, exhaling as we look to the other side. And then so slowly bringing the neck to the center. And then just noticing how the body's feeling, the calmness, the shoulders. We're going to just start to move a little bit more into our hips. So we're going to kind of move a little more, maybe this, move into our fingers, just a nice gentle opening through our fingers, taking our time here, maybe bringing the hands down towards the side and starting to do gentle rotation in through our wrists. So just getting those nice stretches in through our forearms. Again, relaxing through the shoulders. And then slowly we're going to move the other direction. Just nice and slowly. And from here we're going to move a little bit into the shoulders. So we're just going to raise our arms as high as it feels comfortable. Kind of feeling to see how the shoulders. And we're going to exhale. So we're inhaling, exhaling. And releasing, feeling that range through the shoulders here. And then from here, we're going to gently bring our arms only halfway up and slowly down. Just very light, feeling like the arms are very soft and light. The shoulders are light as we raise. And then we're going to do this through the front. So just a gentle releasing here as we inhale and exhale. And one more time. And now we're going to float these arms out to the side all the way up, inhaling. And we're going to float them down, exhaling. So taking that time to inhale. Fill our body with breath, exhale. Now we're going to do the same through the front as we inhale, exhaling. And one more time, inhale, exhaling. And let's just put our hands on our lap. We're going to invite ourselves to come sit a little bit more forward on the chair. And I'm just going to kick those blocks behind me because now I can touch more comfortably on the floor with my feet. And from here, we're just going to do gentle circles through our hips. So we're just going to round through just a little, just to get those hips a little more mobile, creating that flow in them. Just releasing, making the circle a little bigger, maybe rounding a little bit more through the shoulders as we come around, and then slowly coming to our neutral spine, and then beginning to do it the other direction. Just a nice, easy movement through. Now, if it's uncomfortable to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, you could also just breathe in through the mouth or out through the mouth. It's whatever is feeling comfortable for you today. And slowly, let's bring this into our center. Let's roll those shoulders, just taking that time. And now we're going to just sit nice and tall and think about the hips again. We want to align ourselves, the hips with the knees. So kind of think of where the hips are, they're aligning with the knees. The knees are connecting down towards the ankles. From here, as we sit up nice and tall, let's activate our feet. So this is kind of a nice way to connect ourselves to the feet. So let's raise our toes up, and you're going to feel the bottoms of your feet. So just below your toe mound down to the heels. So if we gently put a little bit of sensation there, pressing down, you're going to notice a little bit of a change in through our spine, through the hips, and just getting us a little more taller through the spine. From here, I'm going to invite us to bring the arms beside. We're going to raise one arm up, as you reach that arm up towards the ceiling, and just keep reaching. And as you're reaching, you're going to think about lifting through the ribs. As we're taking a moment here to reach, maybe tip slightly to the side, just a tiny bit to get a deeper stretch. And then one more inhalation. And then exhaling, let's release that elbow slowly down. We're going to move into the other side as we inhale, raising that arm, reaching up to the ceiling. And then slowly, as you keep reaching, lengthening through that side body, pressing gently, connecting ourselves through the feet, and then slowly releasing, allowing this elbow to come down. Just take a moment there. We're going to do this one more time. Inhaling, reaching up, and tipping over a little bit, just a tiny bit to feel like it's stretched a little further down the waist. And then again, inhaling, exhaling. One more time. Inhaling, exhaling as we reach. Inhale up, softening the arms. Just taking your time here. Just take a moment there. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to inhale the arms up. Come halfway, just halfway here. We're going to gently think about pressing the hands out. So palms are facing up. Gently here, we're pressing those arms down. Out from the shoulders. So think of where the shoulders are. We're just gently releasing ourselves out through the shoulder, out through the palms of the hand, and slowly release that. Just taking your own time. Now I'm going to invite us to clasp the hands. From here, we're going to gently press out through. Now, if that's really difficult for our hands, then we can maybe just hold on to them this way. And then the next invitation we'll do is I'm going to inhale, and then again, optional is exhale the arms up. And just again, reaching as high as it feels comfortable for you. Taking that moment. Breathing, inhaling. With the next exhalation, let's release those arms all the way down. And just take a moment there to feel the shoulders. Perfect. We're going to move into a cat and cow pose. So I will invite us now, if you have a chair that has arm, then please stay through the front. If you don't and you can turn on the chair, I'm going to just demonstrate this side, which just because sometimes it's nicer to see. So you can open the legs a little wider. We're going to put our hands by our knees, and we're going to first inhale. And the only thing we want to do is we're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to press the belly button to the spine. So we're going to inhale, then exhale, rounding through that spine a little bit. So again, it's where you are and your comfort here. And then as we inhale up, we're going to come to neutral spine. We're going to exhale, pressing that belly button to the spine. And then inhale up again into neutral. And then exhale, gently pressing that belly button towards the spine as we exhale. And again, inhaling, exhaling. Now I'm going to add inhale to neutral spine. The other option we're going to add to this, we're going to go to cat, that's the cat, and the cow is where we bring the elbows behind, we open the chest. Now again, depending how comfortable you feel with this, you can go squeeze really the shoulder blades together and then move into your cat as you round through the spine, exhaling, tucking the tailbone under slightly. And then inhale, opening the chest, bringing the elbows behind. So again, moving through this very gently. It is the spine. And the spine needs a lot of flexibility. And sometimes it's just very tight. You do many things. But just allowing it to move gently through in a safe manner. It creates a flow of breath and flexibility. And then inhaling one more time. And then exhaling, just rounding through. And just taking a moment again to come into that neutral spine and just noticing there how that is feeling. And then I'm going to invite us, I am going to move to our center. Now we're going to move a little bit more into a little bit of a back, so stretching the back part of our legs. So let's extend the leg, toe pointing up. Think of the heel of the foot. It's right on the floor or on top of, I have a mat underneath my chair, but the floor is just fine. So we're going to put the heel, we're going to think about a soft knee, and we're going to lengthen up through the spine as we hinge at the hip. So maybe reach the arm forward as far. So here we are looking for our stretch. And inhaling and exhaling, just softening into that stretch. Keeping that nice lengthen through the spine. We'll have 2 more soft breaths here. And then with the next inhalation, slowly rising up. Take a moment here to bring the leg, and just take a moment to feel. You know, it's always nice to pause and to notice the differences of the body when we move through our stretch. So again, here we are with the next leg. We don't want to lock the knee. We want to flex at the hips as we inhale, exhale as we can reach forward towards the knee or the shin. We don't want to put any pressure on that leg that we're stretching. So let's concentrate on the foot that's on the floor, the one that's flat. Gently press into that. Just a nice gentle, as if you're rooting it down into the ground. Lengthening through our spine. Taking those easy, soft breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more deep breath. And then so slowly coming up. Inhaling, just taking the time, noticing how that's feeling. We're going to do this one more time. So inhaling and exhaling as we reach, and notice this time the stretch. We're looking for that stretch. We want to breathe into that stretch. As we soften into the leg, we're still connecting our breath to the stretch. As we inhale, we're allowing the body to relax. As we exhale, we deepen into the stretch. And so softly, let's inhale up, nice and gentle. And let's take that leg and notice again. And then we're going to go again one more time with the other side. Inhaling and exhaling, finding our stretch. You might be feeling it in the calf, maybe in the back of the thigh. And again, maintaining the breath. Allowing the shoulders to relax. Sometimes closing the eyes feels nice because you really can sort of connect ourselves into the breath, into the stretch. And then slowly coming up. And again, taking your time to feel that. Just notice the legs, notice the softness. My usually just kind of feels so relaxed that my hips tend to be released at that moment. From here, we're going to just re-scoot ourselves, realign ourselves through the hips. We're going to move into, we're going to inhale up. And then here we'll invite ourselves to just lean forward gently, coming belly to thighs, and just coming down as far as it feels comfortable for you. Maybe you can keep the head above the heart. You can bring your elbows to your thighs. Or if you feel comfortable and you feel like I like to come all the way, and take a moment there. Breathe into the belly. Let the belly press into the thighs and then soften. And then inhale, we're gonna just come to a half lift, we call this, where we just come halfway up with a straight spine. And then if you have your hands on your thigh, just let the body relax again. Or if you're fully coming down, let the belly press into the thighs. You inhale. And then one more time, inhaling up all the way this time, all the way up. Bring your arms up. And exhale out. Take a moment here. We're gently going to move into a twist. So the twist is going to be gentle today. We're going to go from here, putting our hands together. We're going to inhale. And we're going to exhale as we reach behind. The front hand goes a little bit forward. And we can peek over the shoulder. Lengthening through the spine. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, we relax into the twist. Softly, we're going to inhale the arm, come to the center. Take a moment here. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the other arm behind, maybe peeking over the shoulder if that feels okay. Lengthening through the spine. Softening as we come back, inhaling. And take a moment here. Let's release. Now I'm going to invite us to do this one more time, but just take a moment here to, again, adjust. And then inhale, exhale. Again, you can be right here looking forward, or you can tuck and look over the shoulder there. And then with the next inhalation, we're going to bring the arm to the front. Breathe in. Softening as we twist. Bringing the hand behind. Again, you can take a peek over the shoulder. Feet are connecting slightly to the floor. And when we're ready, inhale into your center and relax here. Take a moment. And again, let's bring these arms up. We're going to fold at the hips, just a gentle fold. Remember your options here. You can put your hand on top of your thighs. We're going to inhale as we come into that half lift. These are sort of very modified sun salutations here, very modified. It just helps us with our breath movement, inhaling, exhaling, and just creating that flow of energy through the body. And just roll into the shoulders. Wonderful. From here, we're going to move onto the corner again to the side of the chair. If you have the arms on the chair, just maybe hold on to them as we're going to gently, I'm going to get into the front part of the hip. So here you can hold on to the chair, bringing the knee down towards the floor or wherever it might be, and then bring it slowly back. So a little bit of a movement here just to sort of get that hip warmed up before we're going to hold on to that stretch. So here we're going to do this one more time. And then here we want to leave the knee. So what the idea here is we're gently pressing through the front foot. We're allowing this hip to be in line with the knee. Now, my toe is tucked under, but if you choose to point your toe, then go ahead. That just depends on the flexibility in our feet and our toes. So, this is where we play a little bit out. Does this feel super uncomfortable, or do I want to do this instead? Or do I want to have my knee in a little bit? And you're going to be really feeling a stretching through your hip flexors through the front. So now I like us to think about tucking the tailbone under a little bit. So take a moment here, and I'm going to add one more element here. We're going to inhale, reach, and exhale. Just taking your time, inhaling. Again, the front foot is connecting to the floor. And then one more time, inhaling, exhaling, and just releasing the arms, staying connected to that stretch. One more breath. And so softly, let's release that leg. Let's release that knee coming forward, taking a moment there. And feeling, sensing. The body does talk to us. So just seeing that, feeling that talk. And then we're going to move to the other side. And again, planting the front foot on the floor, taking a moment there to connect it to the floor, and maybe holding on to the chair as we just gently reassess the body here again. And then we're going to move the knee forward and then back. And again, just kind of getting that warmth through this hip. This hip might feel very different than the other side. Just always one side is different than the other. And then reconnecting our feet again, noticing, do I want to point my toes? Does that feel good? Do I want to tuck it under? And from here, we're going to think about, as we gently press our front foot, have both hips on the chair. We don't want to really let go of this hip completely. We want to sort of think about our sitting bones. They're both on the seat. And then from here, let's invite that arm up. Inhale. Taking a moment to reach and softly down. Keeping that tailbone slightly tucked under. Reaching, exhaling. Inhaling up. Exhaling. And last one, inhaling. And exhale. Just taking a moment again here to breathe, softening the face, the shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. And then so nice and softly, we're going to gently kind of lean up to the side as we bring that other leg in. Take a moment here. Perfect. And then from here, let's open up the legs. So even if you're sitting in the corner of the seat or you're at the front of the seat, let's see how wide we can open our feet. We're just going to take a moment here and we're going to lean forward. So taking a moment to lean forward. Here we want the belly between our thighs, maybe bringing our hands towards the ankles and or bringing our hands to the floor. If you know, sometimes by having the legs wider, we tend to have a little more flexibility to the hip. Otherwise, we can also be here. So kind of finding where feels good for you, taking that moment. Press down through the feet. And then I'm going to invite us, if you have, come all the way down where your hands touch the floor, to just put your hands on the floor, strengthen through our back. So think of your shoulder blades coming together. If you have your hands now on the thighs, we're going to inhale up. And just soften the body. And let's bring those legs in. Just nice and gentle. And then we're just going to move into this nice butterfly. So I like to put my heels in. I like to sit up a little taller. We're going to open the chest. And then we're going to close here. And then we're going to inhale, open, and close here. And inhale, and close, and inhale, and close. Take a moment to inhale and exhale. One more time. And exhale. And then slowly release. And let's just plant the feet down and just take a moment. Maybe close the eyes. And then just slowly we're going to now begin to move on to our standing poses. So I'm going to invite us to kind of walk the feet just behind the knees, come slightly forward, and we're going to come to standing. When we come to standing, if we're feeling our balance is doing well, we can come standing, or if we like to come back. I am going to put my chair sideways so that it'll just be easier when I'm doing these poses. You'll see me doing them sideways, and I'm going to tuck these blocks again way underneath the chair. So here I am. We're going to be standing, just taking a moment to stand. You can hold on to the chair. And here we're going to do just a mountain pose. So here what I will invite us to do is we're going to raise the toes up again and notice the bottom of the feet. So we want to notice the left to the right, slight pressure down the right and left, As we lift those toes, you're going to again notice the slight pressure in the toe mound in through our heels. And from here, we're going to relax the toes down. As you relax the toes, keep connecting to the feet and just slightly start to notice the legs, rolling the shoulders back and down. And here again, just connecting ourselves into the feet, lengthening up the spine right to the crown of the head. So this nice, long, this is called mountain. We're majestic, we're strong. And then from here, I'm going to invite us to bring those arms up to tall mountain. So this is called Tantrasana. Reaching up, relaxing through the shoulders, still feeling the feet pressing down to the ground as our hands and fingers move up to the ceiling. And you could also be doing this without one arm and the other arm touching the chair. Feeling that strengthen through the body. One hands moving up to the ceiling, feet moving down towards the floor. And then so slowly, we're going to release these arms out, exhaling. Just taking your time. And just again to notice how that is. Feeling, relaxing the body. Just let it go soft. Even bend the knees a little. Give yourself a little shake. Sort of shake everything out. Sometimes it's kind of like a nice energy release here. We just want to get rid of some of that. And there we go. So what we're going to do now, we're going to be either standing right behind the chair, and from here we're just going to start to move into sort of more balanced poses. But before we do that, we're just going to get the body ready for that as well. So we're going to open the legs, we're going to move into, we call these sunflowers. So your feet are slightly apart. Good idea to have the chair in front of you. If you find that you have a lot of flexibility and you don't need the chair, sometimes even for this pose, if you want to even have the chair in this way, you're more than welcome to do that. Otherwise, the back of the chair is great. It's always there present. So from here, we're going to now, we can give, I'm going to show you here two ways. We can inhale here, we're going to inhale, and then exhale as we bend. Let the knees soften, let the hips soften, then we're going to inhale up, exhale down. The other option is, if you like, I'm just going to move this chair a little bit away, is inhale up, exhale down. So the idea here is just to allow the body to feel relaxed, let the knees soften, the hips will soften, and you will go down as far as our body, the body allows us to go down. These are sunflower, and then exhaling, inhaling, and one more time. And remember, you can be holding on to the chair and release. Perfect. Now we're going to bring our feet in nice and easy. And from here, we're going to come into standing pose, and we're going to take the left leg. So we're going to bend, and we're going to extend the left leg back as far as it feels comfortable. Release the heel down. We're pressing the back heel down, and we're slightly going to lean forward from the hips. So as we do that, we're going to feel a nice stretching again through the legs, and we're going to kind of think about the hips slightly. As we press down through the feet, you're going to notice slight movement or sort of leveling in through the hips. So just keep pressing that sort of feet down to the floor. Spine is long. And if you have like a little space behind the chair like I do, you can put your hands there or just keep your hands on top of the back of the chair. Inhaling, exhaling. One more deep breath here. This is called triangle pose. Pyramid pose. This is called a pyramid pose. Now I'm going to invite you to bend the knees, gently inhale up, Take your time, lift the back heel, step together. And again, take a moment to notice there. And now we're going to take the right leg, put it back again. Take that moment to press down through the back heel. And when we are ready, we're going to hinge right at the hip, keeping the back nice and straight, lengthening through the spine, maybe activating abdominal muscles there as we gently press down through the feet. Inhaling, exhaling, breathing, lengthening. And then so softly, let's bend the front knee, lift the back heel, come up slowly, and let's step together. And again, just notice there. Usually there's a nice release in through the hips when we do that pose. And from here now, we're going to gently turn the chair around, or if you need to come to the front of the chair, hopefully you'll be able to do that. We're going to do a downward, sort of a modified sun salutation. So first what we're going to do is, we're just going to stand in front. We're going to inhale, the arms up. As we exhale, we're going to bend the knees and fold at the hips. So bend the knees, come all the way to the chair if that feels okay. Remember, you don't need to come all the way. You can also come if you have if you're behind something you can't move, you can also come here. This is your other option as well. And then take a breath there as you inhale. You're going to come up to a nice sort of we call this the half pose again because our spine is nice and straight. Then we're going to exhale down, soften everything up. We're going to pretend we're sitting on a seat behind us, and we're going to inhale all the way up. Take a moment here and exhale down. So we're going to do this again. Inhaling, exhale, remember. Pushing the hips back, bending the knees as you come down. Think about looking at the knees if that feels okay. Inhale up into that straight where you have your hands underneath the shoulder blades. Open up the chest. Exhaling down again. Sitting back in a pretend chair. Press down the feet as you come up. Looking up and exhale down. And remember, we're just moving through this with the body we have. There's no reaching perfection here. It's just a nice way to move through our body, through our spine. Inhaling. Exhaling. Hips move slightly back, bending the knees, coming all the way down as far as it feels comfortable. Take a moment there. Inhaling into that nice flat back, pulling through your abdominal muscles. Shoulder blades come together at the back. Exhaling when you're ready. Sitting back again, press down through the feet as you reach the hands up and exhale. And again, just taking that moment. Perfect. Okay, from here we're going to move into a warrior two. So we're going to bring this chair, I'm going to flip the chair again. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the warrior two. I like to start in a position where we have a nice wide stand. So we sort of have both feet pointing. We're going to pick up the foot and rotate the foot that's closest to the chair. We're going to lift it up and we're going to rotate the foot forward. So you're lifting it up, rotating with the heel. So now the toes are pointing and they're underneath the chair. The other foot is still the same. You're going to have a nice sort of perpendicular to the wall, or whatever it is by you. From here, our body is to the side. So I'm facing you, so my body's to the side, but one foot is pointing this way and the other foot is pointing towards me, I guess. From here, we're going to gently bend. There is a message there, I cannot read it, so I'm going to get you to bend that front knee. Take the arm behind you. That feels okay, reaching behind. Maybe you can, at this point, just holding on to the chair, or if you'd like to take that where you're reaching to the front or holding, Then kind of take a peek over the shoulder or look at towards the front fingers there. As you inhale, so we're just bending the front knee. As we gently press down through those feet. So a lot of connection to the feet. So inhaling, exhaling, reaching as we breathe. Noticing now, take a peek down towards the knee. Is my knee collapsing inwardly? Can I actually make it maybe point towards the middle of my toe? As we inhale and exhale, and here we are, warrior two. Taking a moment here. Now I'm going to invite us all to put our hand right on the chair. Bring the hand behind you towards the back of the knee and lift the chest up towards the ceiling. This is a peaceful warrior. So lift the chest. Inhaling now, if you like, and you're okay to let go of the chair, you can reach that arm up and reach it over, if you like. Otherwise, we're here. Now, so softly, one more breath. Now, inhale, lift the chest, and come back to that warrior two. Take a moment here. We're going to release this. We're going to straighten that front leg. So straighten the front leg. Now you're going to lean towards this to the chair, sideways again. And now we're going to move into the triangle pose. Taking the other hand behind you, lengthening through that spine. So nice long spine, front leg is straight, back leg hasn't really moved. It's still nice and elongating here. So really think about lengthening through the legs. Think of your legs, you're pressing them down to the floor, you're lengthening. Perfect. From here, just take a moment. You're going to feel your inner thigh, getting that stretch. And then from here, I'm going to invite us to bend the front knee. Take this arm, inhale as if somebody's pulling you up. Bringing the hand here. And then releasing. Take your feet in slowly. And from here, we're just going to take a moment and start to bring them in very slowly. Take your time here. And just take a feel. We did a lot through one hip there, getting that whole opening. As we inhale, just noticing. I am going to move this chair to the other side. And we're going to do everything on the opposite side. Whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other. So it all balances out through our body. So again, we're going to open this up. Nice wide stance. Now again, we're going to take the opposite foot, kind of lift up the toes onto the heel, rotate that foot under the chair. This foot here is perpendicular to your wall. It's not in like this, it's not, toe isn't pointing out, it is actually pointing right to the front. So if you can see my hand, my toes are here, the other foot is like this. Okay, from here we're going to gently begin to bend that front knee. Now again, take a peek to see if it's my knee coming forward. We want to have the knee sort of pointing towards your middle toe. Feet are strongest, so think of all the energy moving down the leg towards the feet. Let's inhale the arm. Again, look over the shoulder. Option, you can take the arm up into that warrior two, to openings. Maybe think about squeezing the shoulder blades together as we take a moment there in that warrior two, strong warrior. Into that nice balance. Now we can drop the back arm. The front arm goes to the chair, the back arm goes towards the knee. Lift the chest up. Again, if you feel comfortable bringing that arm right over, please go ahead. Lift up through the belly. Hips do not change. The only change here is that we're lifting up through the belly. Take a moment there. Next inhalation, come up slowly. Reaching out again. This time we're going to straighten up that front knee. So straighten up the front knee. Then we're going to either reach this way towards the top of the chair, or if you have a little space behind, wrap your other hand behind the lower back so your palm is facing towards the back of your room. Legs are straight, bodies open. Think about opening the chest to the side here. And again, lengthening through the legs, lengthening through the spine. Now, if the neck bothers us, we can look down towards the floor or to the side. Just take one more breath here. And then so slowly, just bend that front knee. We can take that more. Inhale out. Take your time here. We can bring the feet in slowly here in at a time here. And then coming, taking a moment here. Just breathe the arms up. Reaching, really reaching up. And then exhaling. Lovely. Let's move into a tree pose. And this will be our last standing pose. So we're going to lift the heel here, and I'm going to put all my weight into my left leg, and I'm going to put my inner heel of my right foot into the left leg. And here I am. We can either hold on to the chair for balance like this for the tree. The other option, of course, is you can bring your foot a little bit higher, take the knee out, come both hands into the small tree, or expand the tree bigger if you like. And then staying there, or again, you can have your feet on the floor doing here a tree pose. So tree pose is a balance, it's a duality. Here we have nice strong inner core, inner body. Energy moving through the leg towards the ground, the hands are moving up towards the skies, like a tree. And trees can be wobbly, and that's okay. And so slowly taking our arms together, bringing that knee to the front and slowly releasing that foot. Lovely. Let's move on to other side. So strengthening into the opposite leg, lifting the heel into the inner thigh if you like, or if you like to bring the knee up and then take. What we don't want to do, put any pressure on the knee. We either go below the knee, or if you have the flexibility to bring your leg right up and place it there, please go ahead. I am just going to keep today my foot below my knee. So again, here we are here, or option as small tree, or we can open our branches up. Focus on something that doesn't move in front of you. Reaching. And then so slowly releasing this. And then bringing that knee to the center and taking a moment. Perfect. Let's inhale up. And then exhale out. We're going to come back to the chair. We're kind of coming back to more of a releasing the body in a different way at this moment. So I'm going to invite us to just bring our arms this way and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Just opening the chest. And then maybe just extend the arms out. That feels okay. And then maybe gently drop them behind you if you like to hold on to the chair, or place your hands on the chair, whatever feels good. Opening the chest, now your option, just looking forward, lifting the chest up, the ribs up towards the ceiling. And then so softly, let's release that, taking arms forward. Taking a moment here. We're going to open up the legs, and we're going to lean forward. This is going to feel really nice on the spine. Again, coming here or all the way down, looking underneath the seat. So just kind of choosing where you are. And taking a moment here, lift up slowly, hands on the floor or hands on the thighs. Inhaling up. And releasing. All right, we're going to move into pigeon. So pigeon here, either we can cross the ankles together, lean forward, that feels really good. Or the other option, a little bit, you can bring the leg up this way. So again, I would invite us to wiggle or bump back a little bit, flex the foot. It kind of protects the knee. This foot is underneath the knee, and we're sitting tall. Now here's the stretch is going to sort of feel around the hip area. You can feel it under the leg too. It just depends where tension is being held in our body. Allowing the shoulders to soften, the face. And then of course we can invite ourselves to come a little bit forward, leaning with the chest. Relaxing that body as we allow the breath to move through it. And then so slowly, let's release that. Let's take this leg out. And we're switching up with the other. And then it's inviting maybe the hips to go a little bit back on the seat for support there. Flexing that foot for the knee. And again, lengthening through the spine. Maybe we want to stay here. This feels wonderful. Yet you're feeling that nice stretching through the hip. Or we can invite the body to come slightly forward. And then so slowly, let's inhale up. Again, taking that moment to release that leg, stretching it out here. And we're going to move into our stretch to a last twist here. So let's invite the legs to come slightly together. We're going to release one arm across. The other one is going to come and just be behind, on top of your chair behind you. Inhale as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale. Press your hand against the thigh as you gently twist in through the exhalation. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Fill it with breath. Exhale as you gently twist. Maybe just look over the shoulder. That feels good. Maybe follow it with your eyes. So your eyes get a little stretch there too. Pressing your hand against the back of the chair. And so slowly, let's release that inhaling, just allowing the body to soften. And then we're going to do this to the other side. Bringing the hand behind, press against your hand that's behind you. I'll lengthen the spine. Exhale as we gently twist. So we want to twist this through the thoracic spine, through the chest, then the shoulder, then the neck, then you peek over the shoulder with your eyes. And so gently releasing this when you're ready. And just take a moment. Perfect. Let's sit back on our seat. And I am going to bring my blocks back. You can bring your pillow closer to or underneath the feet. Or if you don't want to use anything, then don't. We're going to move into our last pose. But before we do that, I want us to do something. And this is to bring one knee into the chest. Now, I put my hand right over, but you can also put it underneath the thigh. And then one more time, the other. Just noticing how those hips feel at this moment in time. And then we're going to release the legs, scoot ourselves back onto the seat. And we're just going to allow the body to relax, this is Savasana. This is relaxation pose. So let's take a deep breath in through the nose and let it all out through the mouth. And again, excuse me. One last time. Closing our eyes. And just let the breath settle. Body settle, allowing the chin to slightly tuck in. Just feeling the softness through the face. Allowing the back of the tongue to soften. Just feeling the relaxation of the back of the head. behind the ears. Feeling the softness moving down towards the shoulders, along the arms, all the way to the fingers. And just allowing the arms to feel soft and relaxed. Allowing the softness to continuing up the arms towards her shoulders, along the side of the body, towards her hips, her bum muscles. Allowing the softness to move down the legs towards the knees. Continuing the softness down towards the ankles, the feet and the toes. Just giving permission ourselves to just relax and to let go. Allowing the softness from the toes to move up through the front part of the body, up the legs, towards the kneecaps, to the thigh muscles, towards our belly, softening around our belly button area. Allowing the softness to move into the chest, to the neck, right up towards the crown of the head. I'm going to invite us now to take a breath into the belly. Soften. And the next breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Softly. Wiggling into our fingers. Bringing some energy back in through our toes. And just gently moving back to our body, maybe coming slightly forward, rocking side to side. Maybe moving the knees a little side to side. Just allowing ourselves to come back and noticing our body right at this moment in time. It is very different than an hour ago. So let's inhale together. Exhale. Namaste. That means my light recognizes everyone's light shining. Thank you so much for joining me today in this chair yoga. My name is Marisol and I'm coming to you from Regina. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.